Hello, it is July 22nd, 2026, and it is 3:37 p.m. Before I start the video, I have to let everyone know that my face looks totally different because they mainly change it to make it look different and bad and worse. If you look at my videos from like 4 days ago, you'll see that I look totally different. And if you look at it from May 31st, you'll see that I look totally different. Depending on how they use their tools on my face is how it looks like. If you want to look like how it really looks like, ask them to show you exactly what I look like on September 15th, 2026, when I had to go get my brake pads changed for my car. Or the morning of June 6, 2025, that was D-Day in 2025. That morning, just ask them what I look like and they'll show you, and then you'll know exactly. Well, anyways, right now I'm making a video on Janan. All right, so what he does is he first asks me to help him scam these girls. A really embarrassing thing to do, since these girls are not like sitting there sexually frustrated like Janet is. Instead, they're just looking for a husband who could provide for them. I'm not just gonna go over there, use them up, and then run away. That would be a really weird thing to do. Like, that's what, this is real life, it's not a movie. And people in real life are looking for certain things from relationships and things of that certain nature. You have to mature out in this world. You can't just act like a little kid watching movies. In reality, these girls want, someone who they think could provide for them to be with them, not just someone who scams them, uses them, and then goes away. Yeah, and Jeanette's been harassing me every single day, trying to force me to scam these girls so that I would sleep with them and then pass them around like they're a bunch of idiots who would listen to me to do that, and then, so that he could use them up. It's just really annoying, harassing, threats on there. Yeah. So basically, today it was the same thing. Today's July 22nd, and it was the same thing. I'll show you what it was like on July 17th, only a couple of days ago. So this is Friday, July 17th, 7:12 a.m. in the morning, and it was a T-Mobile ad of two guys working together. Basically, he wants me to help him run these sex scams on these girls. Then I refuse. It's really embarrassing and it's weird. I understand that the girls are advertising to me. I'm still not going to do it because these girls are advertising for something else. They're not saying, come over, son, scam us because we're sexually frustrated and then just run away or do something like that. They're saying we're looking for a husband who we think could provide for us. Are you interested after your brain savant gets freed? Basically, that's what these girls are saying. And yeah, it's like, just be a little mature about this, okay? Well, at 7:12 a.m., July 17th, obviously I said no. I was like, no, I don't feel like doing this. It's just not something I do. First of all, if you're autistic, you got to understand that Janet's also claiming that he's autistic now. But autistic people have a natural habitat that they have basically when they're like really young, and when you're around like 9 years old, okay, and you stay in that natural habitat. For me, when I was a 9-year-old child, basically, when I was a 9-year-old child, what it was so basically. So first of all, I gotta say that it's already been proven. They have this thing. I call it the time machine, and using it, they just told the time machine, "Hey, artificial intelligence, lock up his entire brain savant except for the childhood part." And artificial intelligence did that, and the brain savant basically, I felt exactly like how I did when I was a 9-year-old child, which is why I call it the time machine. If you don't believe me, just ask them yourselves. What happened on January 20th, 2026 this year. So basically, I felt exactly like how I used to feel when I was a 9-year-old child watching documentaries on that day. And obviously, like, there's no way I would know unless that is what happened. Anyways, so yeah, that was my natural habitat when I was a 9-year-old child. I used to stare into the History Channel logo all day and night long from morning till night. And then at nighttime, my mother would just turn off the TV, I'd go to sleep, and the next day I'd wake up and I'd do the exact same thing. thing. Well, anyways, what ended up happening was when I went overseas for my pharmacy school, it evolved, and I started staring into textbooks the same way that I used to as a child, except now the powers started coming in, and they started to get more and more powerful over time. Now, this has happened before as well in human history. I hate to compare myself to Einstein, but literally the same thing happened to him. He couldn't talk till he was about 5 years old, and the calculation part of his brain was bigger than normal human beings. And so when he got older is when it started to evolve and develop. For me, it's already been proven because they have the time machine. Basically, the tools that they need to actually check how it was when I was younger, they checked it on January 20th, 2026. So basically, yeah, it evolved, and it gave me all these powers like instantaneous photographic memory, innovation, and focusing. Well, anyways, so what ended up happening is, yeah, so that's what happened. And yeah, so basically the thing that I wanted to really talk about was the fact that they're drugging me now, so I can't remember what I was about to try to say. So the thing that I really have to say is, just give me 1 second.